Sorry about that. Just thought it'd be a lot faster if I didn't. If I actually did this kind of like an off-screen thing. You really didn't miss much. Actually, what you did miss was just me torching up to level 8. And Torchic learned Focus Energy, a really useful attack. Well, you can consider it an attack, but anyway. What Focus Energy does is actually raises your chance of getting a critical attack or a critical hit by about 50%. So now that we got our Torchic up to level 8, the battle against Wingull. Anyway, the battle against May our rival will now be a lot easier. I'm actually going to refer to May as the rival now, because some of you might be playing as the girl or as May, so I don't want to be, well, you could technically say sexist about it. So I'm just going to say rival, like in a general perspective. And we run into another Poochyena. Good God, I ran into about 15 of those guys when I was leveling up. Alright. Since I don't want to lose any health before I go into the battle, I'm gonna avoid the battles. Right as I enter into another one. Just perfect. How much you want to bet when I actually try to look for one of these guys, I'm never gonna find one. That'll be just my luck, actually. Hello, May. I mean, rival. I see that we need to battle. Isn't that right? Yes, it is. So, the battle against the rival is the very first trainer against trainer battle you run into, which is also, again, a very basic battle. Because I leveled up, if you didn't level up your starter Pokemon like I did, what you'll want to do is use its status affecting attack a couple times and then go into like physically attacking it. But because my Torchic is at a high level, I'm actually gonna do Focus Energy and then just one growl and commence beating the crap out of it. And then they get the critical hit. What the hell? I thought I was supposed to get the critical hit. This isn't Pokemon Red. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Focus Energy in Pokemon Red was completely screwed up. Instead of raising your chances of getting a critical hit by 50%, it actually cut it by 75%, which is total crap. Alright, battle's almost over. Just need to get one more scratch in. And there you have it! That is how you beat the rival, in the most simple fashion possible. I gained 69 experience points. 69. Yeah, I am a completely immature bastard. You should know this by now. Wow, that's great. Awesome! You're pretty good. No comment. Oh yeah, this is something that I can kind of understand, but also confuses me a bit. Why do you give up money when you lose a battle? I mean, of course, in this game it makes sense because that's how you get money, but how? It's just like you're pretty much stealing money from them at the end of every battle. But that's just something shouldn't be questioning. Alright, so now we gotta go right back down to a Little Root Town, I think it was called. Yeah. And then just pretty much finish everything up, where we get our Pokedex, and where we get 5 more Pokeballs, which is always useful. I think there's someone in here that you can get a Pokeball from, but I don't know. Well, actually, I don't remember. That might be from somewhere else. I can't wait until we get the running shoes because the walking speed just kind of, just too slow for me. Oh, hi, awesome. Yeah, just... Okay, so now we finally got the Pokedex, which is very useful, especially when you're trying to find someone or find a Pokemon that you really want. Like one Pokemon that I like, especially in the other games where you're trying to find a legendary Pokemon like Suicune, Raikou, or Entei. Or actually in this one, which would be Latias and Latios, which are Pokemon that you randomly encounter. Once you randomly encounter them, it makes things really easy to catch them. Or, yeah, technically catch them. Because then you'll be able to scan where they are in the Hoenn region. Oh, wow! Awesome! Wow, my name just makes them seem like they're really stupid. They think everything is really awesome. Obtained Pokeballs. Sweet! I finally got some balls! Yeah, I know I walked into that one. Shut up. Alright, so now that we got our Pokedex and our Pokeballs, the journey can finally begin. Alright, so let's get out of here. And have our adventure finally begin. Oh yeah, this is where we get our running shoes. What an adorable Pokemon. You're calling it adorable? Be careful there, it'll set your on fire if you piss it off. They'll put running shoes. They'll put a zip in your step. Okay, why do shoes need instructions? Are we really that stupid to use them? Put on shoe, tie shoe. Now, put one foot in front of the other, and now repeat with the other foot. I'm not that stupid, lady. Anything happens, you can come home like we will. Wait a minute! We just moved into this town, and now I'm leaving. Wow, I really got to know this place. Alright, so now that our journey has finally begun, we can go and catch Pokemon. And I know one Pokemon I want to go and get. Sweet, the running shoes work. And that would be a Poochyena. But instead we get a Wurmple, of course. Now, Wurmple is a Pokemon that kind of pisses me off at times because, well, for me, in my experience, I've always caught a Wurmple that evolved into a Beautifly. They evolve, that I always get that evolves into a Beautifly. And, well, for me, it kind of makes me mad because I want to, in my opinion, Dustox is a lot better Pokemon. Holy crap! I did not want that to happen. Great, now this is going to make catching Pokemon even more difficult. Okay then. Ooh, Poochyena. There we go. Okay, oh great, level 2. Oh, I really hope I don't kill it on accident. Scratch. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Yes! Okay. Poochyena is always a useful Pokemon to have because, well, in my opinion, Poochyena does evolve into a useful Mightyena, but other people don't think that's a good Pokemon to have. This is just my opinion, alright? Okay. Was added to the Pokedex. Poochyena, the Bite Pokemon. It savagely threatens foes with bared fangs. It chases after fleeing targets tenaciously. It turns tail and runs, however, if the foe strikes back. Wow, why did I want this Pokemon again? Give a nickname to capture Poochyena? Nah, I'm good. Alright then, so now I'm just going to spend some time catching Pokemon before the next episode, where I will attempt to catch a Pokemon that is ever so elusive. The rare and freaking pissing off Pokemon known as Ralts. Now a lot of you are like, Ralts, isn't that an easy Pokemon to catch? No, it is not! It freaking pisses you off. It's pretty much like the Abra of the game. Of this game, I think. Because this Pokemon knows I might be mixing it up a bit. I don't know. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It doesn't know Teleport yet. All it knows is Growl. Yeah, really useful Pokemon, right? Well, it is extremely useful because it evolves into a Pokemon that is one of the strongest psychic Pokemon out there, Gardevoir. Which, by the way, I had no idea how to pronounce the name for the longest time. So, Gardevoir is the final evolution form of Ralts. Which, yes, that is a very useful... Hello, that was fast forward. Which is very useful. Because, well, as I just said, Gardevoir is a really powerful psychic type Pokemon. And I've always had a Gardevoir in my party whenever I play any of the Hoenn region games, like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. So I thought I would need to get one. But considering how long it actually takes to find one of those guys, I might just have to dedicate an entire episode to it. Which is going to be kind of lame, I will admit that. So I'm going to go try to catch one more Pokemon, and then I'm probably just going to cut the video. Hopefully it's not a Zigzagoon. Ooh, let's see if I can get a Wurmple. But instead, I do get a Wurmple. A level 2 Wurmple. Goody. Yeah, it's actually better to catch a lower level Pokemon. Like, if you can catch, like, a level 5 Wurmple, I wouldn't recommend that because catching a level 2 is a lot better because it'll be able to level up its stats a lot easier. Shit! Why do I always crit these guys? I have no idea. Anyway, I actually just remembered something. I'm gonna go up to this top area. I forget which route it is. The route above Oldale Town, which is Route 103, because I want to get a Wingull. That's what it's called, a Wingull. Which is an extremely useful Pokemon, especially against the first gym. Because I caught a freaking chose a fire type, having a water type is really useful. Alright, you scratch, just kill it, thank you. Wow, I'm critting everything now, aren't I? Actually, now that I think about it, it might be a good idea to switch to Poochyena. Especially if I hit a Wingull. But if I keep on hitting Poochyena, running into Poochyena like this, it really doesn't matter. So, this is just a good time for me to level up all my Pokemon. Resilient little bastard, isn't he? Alright, so we got rid of that. I gotta find a freaking... I gotta find a Wingull before this episode ends. Please give me a Wingull. Or a Wurmple. There's the Wingull I wanted! Alright, now I really want to switch over to Poochyena so I don't accidentally kill this Wingull. I think Wingull knows Water Gun at this point, doesn't it? It most likely does. Alright then, so used... Oh! Yep, it knows Water Gun. Damn! Oh, come on. This could end very badly. Oh, yeah, it's gonna end bad. Oh my god. I'm gonna kill this thing. If I can at least get it below the... No, I'm not getting it below the freaking... Oh. Please get to yellow. Please get to yellow. There we go. That'll help me a lot. As long as this Pokeball actually catches it. It's a lot better to get it down into the red, but if it gets down into the yellow, it's a lot better than trying to catch it in green. And I caught it! Yes! Alright. Wingull, the seagull Pokemon. It makes its nest on a sheer cliff at the edge of the sea. It has trouble keeping its wings flapping in flight. Instead, it soars on updrafts. All I know is flying water, useful against rock. No, I'm not giving it a nickname. So guys, that's the end of this episode. So keep watching and tune in for the next episode. But until then, I am your host, Big Man Zekronym. Take care.